Are you ready?
All right, we're good.
Okay, good evening, everybody. We're gonna open the workshop meeting in the Village of Fishkill Board of Trustees, December 7th, 2020. Let's rise for the pledge. You have a flag, face it. If not, you can look at the one that's behind me right there and you can rise to that one. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, roll call. Dean is there. I'm here. Angelo Ferrara is out front. Angela Harrison is here. Nick is here. Trudy's here. Also, we have our attorney, Greg Supple, treasurer, Dan Borquette,
Tom.
and Tom, building inspector, and Dave, fire inspector, and some guests that are joining us for our, I think the first fully Zoom meeting. We were expecting some crowd and have them here. Let's just do a couple quick things. The motion to approve the abstracts, the minutes for November 16th. Remember to identify yourself and that we have to have a roll call vote for everything we do. So whoever is going to make the motion, please do so now.
The motion to approve, Angelo Ferrara.
Is there a second?
Second, Nick Forlano.
Any discussion? All in favor, roll call vote.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Ferrara,
Aye.
Trustee Solano,
Aye.
and Trustee Newhart.
Aye.
Motion carried. Next on the list is the abstracts. Gonna read them. Dean will have to come in and sign later this week. General fund, $142,444.41. Water, $61,733.05. Sewer, $49,806.09. Trust and agency, $11,272.25. Capital sewer I&I improvements for the wastewater treatment plant expansion, $79,601.68. And capital improvement for the water field expansion and chemical feed, $1,523.20. The motion to approve the abstracts as read.
So move to approve the abstracts as presented. My name is Angelo Ferrara.
Is there a
Trudy
second?
Newhart seconds.
Any further discussion? All in favor, roll call vote.
Trustee Schofield,
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Ferrara,
Aye.
Trustee Solano,
Aye.
Trustee Newhart.
Aye.
Motion carried. Abstracts approved as read. Okay, we're going to take a
Hold on. There's something wrong. Hold on.
how's that?
There you go.
All right.
That's
Somehow I got muted. Angie must have done it.
No, I was trying to set something. I'm sorry.
No, it was your fault, Tom.
No, it was mine. No, I
Just,
apologize.
Just for the record, I know it'll probably come up, but Hans is talking to Don Van Ostren, who was planning zoning secretary for 15 years? 15 years. And time flies when you're having fun. Go ahead, Hans.
Planning board, zoning board, village official, resolution amending Don Van Ostren for years of service to the village official planning board and zoning board. Whereas Don Van Ostren has served as secretary to the village official planning board and zoning board since January 2007. Whereas Don Van Ostren has faithfully and diligently served as secretary to the village official planning board and zoning board, attended more than 100 board meetings, interfaced with applicants, ensuring that board members were prepared for meetings, and ensuring that all necessary actions were taken for each application submitted to the planning and zoning board. And whereas Don Van Ostren contributed an intelligent, thoughtful, hardworking, and dedicated employee to the village of Fishkill, we will be greatly missed by the members of the planning and zoning boards. Now, therefore, be resolved that the planning board and the zoning board express their deepest appreciation for the work of Don Van Ostren and send best wishes to him and his future endeavor. Thank you very much.
Want to say something, Don? You can. There's a few people out there listening.
No, I'd just like to say that I enjoyed spending the years here, understanding the building and looking to the various boards on the new projects that we built. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
And I just want to wish our thanks and congratulations for your time on behalf of the board that are all watching here tonight. And you did sit in on a few times to help us out as a village board, to take the minutes and help us out when we were in need. So we do really appreciate that. But more than that, I want to thank your wife for letting you escape your retirement and come here and spend days and evenings with us. And thank you for sharing him with us over these years. We wish you all the best. And you're welcome to stay and enjoy the rest of our festivities. But you don't have to if you don't want to. Okay, I'm gonna turn it around so you can see my smiling face now.
Fantastic.
Who's laughing? I heard a chuckle.
Mayor, just so you know, the board is muted again. I'm not sure why. I didn't touch it this time.
Who's that?
The board is muted again. I'm not sure why. This time I didn't touch it.
All right.
Everybody's muted on the board.
Dean's not, Greg is, Dave is, Dan is, Rudy's not, Dean's not,
They're all on.
Okay.
You're all on.
Okay.
Board's
thought-
on, so
I thought Nick was. Okay. Okay. That's fine.
I need a motion to approve the resolution that Hans read.
So move, trustee Forlano.
Second, trustee Newhart.
Any discussion? Seeing none. All in favor, roll call vote.
Trustee Schofield,
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Ferrara,
Aye.
Trustee Forlano,
Aye.
Trustee Newhart.
Aye.
Okay, it's official, Don. That's official now. Thank you. Okay. Moment I guess we've been anticipating and waiting for. This is, I would entertain a motion to set a public hearing for Bill C of 2020, a proposed local law to amend the zoning law regarding assisted living and senior living communities and to rezone a lot from R10 to Village Center Business District. Before I ask for that motion, I'd just like to say a couple things about this process. There's been a lot said, social media, and various outlets about this process and what the village has done. And I just want to make it clear that whether this was a small project or a large project, every project that comes before the village of Fishkill goes through the same process. We follow the laws, the Constitution of the United States, the laws of New York State and the village municipal law and our own zoning codes whenever a project comes before the village board. And Don, who's out there nodding his head in agreement, has been doing it for 15 years. I've been mayor for over 21 years. And every project has been given the same consideration. We don't prejudge a project because we may not feel that we like it or don't like it personally. Every person, every resident, every property owner has the right to request the use of their property. That doesn't mean they're going to get it, but they don't get told no before they go through the process, which is what a lot of people have been asking us to do. They've been asking us to forego our process and deny a project because they didn't like it. I've been on the zoning board, I've been on the planning board, I've been to different schools to learn about this. And it's not about yes or no, it's about what's best for the community and the applicant. And that's what zoning and planning is about. It's about getting to yes. So whatever happens with this project, just let it be known that this is the very beginning of the process. The planning board has not even looked at this project as in detail. It's a very rough draft of what the applicant is asking for. And the planning board may, if this moves to the planning board, they may negotiate this down to something totally different than what has been presented. But the bottom line is, we can't say no. We can't go to the Attorney General and ask her to step in because some people don't like what's been presented. We don't have the opportunity to say yes or no until all the cards are on the table. And I'm very, very upset with the reaction and the personal attacks that have been made against professionals in this village based on a project that has not even begun the process. I just, I'm very frustrated. I've been here for over 40 years in the village, lived my life in Fishkill. There hasn't been a project of any magnitude that hasn't been opposed by somebody. And everybody's project, they would like it to be the last project. We have people from the Jefferson that are opposed to this project, but we didn't want the Jefferson back in 2000. But if met the requirements of our laws, and we can't stop it once a project meets the requirements. People didn't like Jackson Crossing. Probably 10 years of work that applicant did to go through the process to meet all of the requirements that the planning board put forth. Once they meet the requirements, we have no choice but to allow a project to go through. So for those out there that want us to say no to a project just because they don't like it, they're not sitting in our seat. They're not sitting here with the liability of being sued if we don't do the right thing. So I just want to be clear that this is the process. Like it or not, it's the law. And I have not ever in my 21 years not followed the law and not followed the process. And we have not been sued for either approving a project or not approving a project because we did anything wrong. And I'm not going to let that happen by having a group of people who may or may not understand the process and put out some misleading information about what the process is. I've heard on Facebook that this project is already approved and it's ready to be built. farthest thing from the truth. This project isn't even close to being approved. It's frustrating to listen and have my staff and my professionals be portrayed as doing something illegal when nothing has happened. There's not been, one vote was taken, that vote was to approve the seeker agreement, which is a very early step in any process, and it happens, it's almost perfunctory part of the application. Once the application comes in, the planning board can then look and ask for a full environmental impact statement. So let's just remember that the Village of Fishkill has done everything in public, transparently. The planning board actually even held a pre-meeting that was not required to have the public give input to the applicant before they made their application. So I think the people that are out there owe the Village of Fishkill and our professionals an apology for the way that they've attacked us and attacked our planning board and attacked my building inspector and attacked our boards. I'm sorry if I offend anybody, but you know, I'm offended. So what's on the table right now is I would entertain a motion to set a public hearing for Bill 20, C of 2020. Is there a motion to set a public hearing?
Trustee Newhart will set the motion.
Is there a second? Seeing we have no second, the motion fails. Greg, I would ask just to give me what I believe is, my belief is that this project now goes back to the applicant. They have not been granted a public hearing. Without a public hearing, the bill cannot be voted on or discussed any further. It goes back to the applicant and they would have to make a complete new application to the planning board for something that fits the current zoning. And
That is correct, Mayor. They needed a local law to go forward with this project, and that local law apparently is not going to be approved because the motion just failed. So they are back to the planning board with the necessity of presenting a different project that complies with the current zoning, not the amended zoning.
okay, there's no further action that this board needs to do as far as this project is concerned. It's not even in the planning board's hands. That application is null and void.
That is a correct statement, Mayor. Their application required a zoning change, which has not occurred and apparently is not going to occur. So their application is null and void. They would, if they want to continue before the planning board, they'll have to come in with a new project that complies with the current village official zoning laws.
Okay. Very good. With that, and based on what has transpired in this this process, and based on Chairman of the Planning Board asking us or advising me, and I think the board at one meeting, that he's planning on bringing forward in the beginning of the new year some zoning amendments, I would ask that you, for our next meeting, you said put together a building moratorium for 6 months. While I do believe that maybe the 20 Bill C 2020 was a very large ask. I think that the the current zoning is prohibitive to the use of that property, so maybe during the moratorium on any new projects, we can put together a committee as we did before to review our comprehensive plan. We haven't had a comprehensive plan review in a while anyhow. It needs to be done. We have some issues. We had some issues with the Moody property where there was some issues there that tied our hands on how we could deal with that applicant. And I think there's other places where the applicant, where we need to tighten up our zoning laws. That comprehensive plan is almost 20 years old and hasn't had a complete review in a while. I think we did a little spot review not too long ago, but the only thing I would ask is to carve out of that 2 properties. The one would be the rebuilding of the Jefferson building that was damaged, destroyed in a fire. So we don't want to have them tied into a building moratorium and they're just rebuilding. And the house on 40 Broad, as we call it, the Brown House, which is in the process of being addressed. And I don't want that to be, after many years of working with the church, I want that to be carved out. So those 2 properties would not be involved in a moratorium, but other than that, all major building. I don't want to stop a small porch or small addition or something that Tom can handle. Maybe you and Tom can work on that
Okay,
between now and our next meeting.
okay, I'll work on that, Mayor.
All right, appreciate that. Moving on, I need a motion to appoint an alternate planning board member, Grant Ackerley.
Trustee Forlano, so moved.
Is there a second?
Dean
Second, Ferrara.
All in favor, roll call vote.
Trustee Schofield,
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Ferrara,
Aye.
Trustee Forlano,
Aye.
Trustee Newhart.
Aye.
We need a motion to rehire police officer DeCiccio, who, if you remember, about a month ago, he retired from his full-time position and needed to be off
Ferrara.
state payroll for a certain amount of time. He retired at the end of November and he is able to be rehired.
So moved, Ferrara.
Second, Trustee Forlano.
Further discussion? All in favor?
Trustee Schofield,
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Ferrara,
Aye.
Trustee Forlano,
Aye.
Trustee Newhart.
Aye.
Motion carried. Next 3 things on our agenda. I think I'm going to put these all in one motion. Is that okay? Okay, so just the 2 of them. The clerk treasurer and records manager. Right, so I can do, but I can do them, I'm going to do them at the same one motion. Oh, do we? There it is. All right, whereas current village clerk Angela Arison is scheduled to retire from her position as village clerk on December 30th, 2020, whereas the village deems it necessary to appoint a new village clerk effective December 31st, 2020, now therefore be it resolved that the village board of trustees does hereby appoint Daniel P. Borkett. How do you want to say it, Dan? That's all right. The current village treasurer is hereby appointed to the new position of village clerk treasurer for the village of Fishkill effective December 31st, 2020. The motion to adopt the resolution is read.
So moved, Ferrara.
Second, Trustee Forlano.
Discussion? All in favor?
Trustee Schofield,
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Ferrara,
Aye.
Trustee Forlano,
Aye.
Trustee Newhart,
Aye.
Motion carried. For the same reasons, we need to appoint Dan Borket as Records Management Officer effective 12/31/2020. And Vital Records Management Manager for that on the same day.
So moved. Trustee Forlano?
Schofield, second.
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Trustee Schofield,
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Ferrara,
Aye.
Trustee Forlano,
Aye.
Trustee Newhart.
Aye.
Motion carried. Greg, do you have anything else for us?
That was all I had, Mayor.
Tom Van Tyne,
Nope, I'm good.
Dave Morrison.
Just a reminder, we have that 9:30 conference call tomorrow to set up the
All right,
closing.
I'll be down to plant 9:30. Dave Teresa, you have anything? DeCero?
He's muted.
Yeah, no, he's not moving either, so I don't know. He got that smile on his face. He hasn't moved in a half hour. I don't know about that. Any of the trustee, Dan, you have anything?
Other than, thank you very much, and we'll keep it going.
Okay. Anybody else, trustees, have anything?
Congrats, Dan.
Thank you all. Go Bills.
Go Bills, yeah, you got plenty of time now. You can watch your game.
Move we adjourn. Trustee
you.
Newhart?
Trustee Forlano, second.
You gotta do a roll call vote.
Yes.
Roll call. vote.
Trustee Schofield,
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Ferrara,
Aye.
Trustee Forlano,
Aye.
Trustee Newhart.
Aye.
Thank you, everybody. We are done. Have a good